Hello, fellow survivors, and welcome back to another chapter of Last Day on Earth Survival Handbook. Today we're gonna go ahead and redo the security protocol video because it seems as though the audio on the last one wasn't the greatest. I am trying to balance audio on a phone here. Which has proven a little bit challenging. I mean, the mic built into the phone is right where my hand is while I'm playing, and the, plugging a mic in doesn't allow me to record game audio very well, so it's just really kind of a tricky little situation until I figure out some sort of a better solution. But that being said, that being done, we are going to go ahead and take care of this little hard mode thing going on. Let's go ahead and bring some more equipment down. And we're going to go ahead and do this the easiest way possible. At least as far as I have found. Now, this is not using any sort of in-game glitch or anything like that. This is just, I am working off of the game itself and how it is designed. And so I found a little trick to this, and we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. Yeah, well, it should be good. We should be good. Let's bring some more bandages down here just in case. So essentially, what I've figured out is that every time you ride that elevator, it resets the floor, and so you can sneak attack the same zombie multiple times as long as you travel the elevator in between. And using this information, I have determined that you can just keep going back and forth between floor 2 and floor 3 and slowly but surely work your way through all of the zombies. So I've just started figuring this out, and I've just started doing security protocol. I'm up to level 5 now, and I want to keep going because I want some more floppy disks. So one more time, we're going to check our inventories really quick because I may bring in some things from my inbox. I've been offline for a while. I've been playing a lot of War Robots, as you may have noticed, and so my basic supplies are kind of low now. Let's go ahead and dip a boom, put a boom, boom. Alright, that should be good. Pick up one of those. Yeah, we're gonna need a couple of things, and we're gonna want to go ahead and modify a few things too. So, we'll want to modify this. We'll want to modify this. We'll want to modify this. We'll want to mod these. And let's see what we've got. Oop, wrong one here. Sitting here in our inventory. Might want a couple of pistols. Might want a machete. So let's go ahead and take that. We won't take an M16 unless we need to. We'll take a machete though. And simply because once we activate security protocol, we have to make it almost, we have to make it about 2/3 of the way through the entirety of it before we can start modding weapons again. I am going to take a couple extra pistols here. I don't plan on needing them, but I'd rather be prepared than be caught off guard. So let's go ahead and head on down to floor 2, where I've already cleared out in normal mode. I did that last night, and we're just going to go ahead and mod up some weapons, get ourselves prepared, and then we're going to roll in and start taking on this security protocol. What I can do right now, though, while we're doing that, is I'll give you kind of the Cliff's Notes of what's going on here. And we're thirsty. Go figure. Am I going to be able to do this? Or are you going to make me go all the way back up? Okay. Anyway. So yeah, essentially what we're going to do is we're going to use our heavy melee weapon to deal damage to larger zombies, and we'll use our machetes and pipe for the smaller ones. And we're gonna sneak attack as much as humanly possible. And every time we get a successful sneak attack, we will then run back to the elevator and trip onto another floor to repeat the same process. It's a bit time consuming, I will be honest. Basically only because of the loading screens in between. But huge savings in terms of just basic durability of your equipment. You know, you're not using nearly as much heal ups, stuff like that. And so, you know, very, very efficient way of going about things. So I've got some weapons modded up. We're about ready to go. We'll sip on a couple bottles of water and activate the security protocol. And I'll show you guys how it's done. This will end up being a complete walkthrough. You definitely don't have to sit around and watch the whole thing. I mean, check out the first, you know, 5-10 minutes, get a feel for what's going on, and you know, give it a try for yourself. And if you run into trouble, you know, watch on through until you find that spot where you're running into trouble, and maybe what I've got going on will help you figure it out. So, here we go. Protocol activated. Alright. And of course my audio is gonna glitch. That's alright. So we're gonna dive down to floor 2. This one will be, there will be a couple of sections through these that you will actually have to brawl your way through. I forgot to drink water. So one of those sections will be right here at the entrance to floor 2, another one right at the entrance to floor 3. There's a couple of rooms where you can't really sneak up on much in there. These kind of places you will have to brawl your way through, and you know, that's where, you know, the savings that you make through the rest of the floor will kind of be used to compensate for that. So we're gonna head in here. Right off the bat, I'm gonna find a room full of kind of zombie walkers, and so we're just gonna blow our way through here. I'm gonna hit up auto so I can hit my bandages. Auto, thank you. Whoops. Alright, slow down. So that was a little more expensive than it should have been, but it is what it is, and we've gone ahead and cleared that little horde there. Pick up some dog tags along the way. And now what we'll do, is we're going to put our heavy melee weapon in the so annoying. In the secondary slot here, and we're gonna creep up now on this floater bloater. And we're gonna do a sneak attack with our heavy melee. I like to have the light melee. Wow, quick return on that one. I like to have the quick melee active as well, so that I can. I feel like you move a little faster with the quick melee, though that seems to have changed recently. I'm not sure necessarily the details, but it does seem like you move faster now with the heavy melees as well, so maybe that'll make life a little easier. But yeah, you see, I just sneak attack him. I didn't try and deal any more damage than that. I ran away, hit the elevator, and now we're moving on to floor 3. We're going to kind of repeat the same sort of process here with floor 3 as we did with floor 2. That first room, you won't be able to get any sneak attacks in, so you really just kind of got to brawl your way through it. Waste a little bit more of that health stuff. It is what it is. But, yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to get through this. I don't want them all hitting me at the same time here. Ah! Ah! Okay, my clothes broke. That sucks. And I'm dying of thirst. Oh, so annoying. You will notice that I brought a couple stacks of carrots. And there's definitely like a full stack and a half of water bottles. These obviously are going to become necessary for mere survival, not even just for health. So, you know, I've noticed that you get hungry and thirsty a lot faster now than you did back in the day. So, definitely keep that sort of thing on hand. It looks as though I've run out of bandages down here, but excuse me. Let's go ahead and equip some armor here, and we'll toss those in on the side. That should be alright. We can drop some guns off, though. We don't need all that much. Bam, 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 bam. We don't need all that much. We don't need that. We don't need that. Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah. Whoop, I went to floor 2. I guess it doesn't matter. So we're gonna go ahead and hit on that floater bloater again. Again, we're just gonna sneak in. We're gonna take one hit, see what kind of damage he has left over, or what kind of hit points he has left over, and then we'll go from there. But I'm not all that interested in like standing face to face with the guy and getting beat on at the same time, because I don't want to use up more of my equipment than I absolutely have to. And that's kind of what I'm going for in this, is to try and save as much of my equipment as I can. Oh, got Clammate online. Alright, so he's got, let's eat some carrots. He's got some 165. I'm going to single hit him here, and that brings him down to 90. Whoops. And so that tells me then that 165 to 90 is 75. Then my next strike isn't quite going to kill him. 3. And so I have to be aware of that, because with the floater bloater, it's no big deal. You know, you just get that extra swing or two in with the axe. But, you know, when it comes to the exploder, now that's a whole nother story, because now you have to worry about that explosion radius and, you know, how low his hit points are, and all of this sort of thing. So I did the math back in the day. I don't remember the numbers though, so I don't remember, is it going to be possible to take out this guy, this weapon, in such a way that he doesn't actually get a chance to blow up. I do remember that if there's anything left on his hit points, not to push it, because that turned out really bad. And this guy is like nailing me. But unfortunately, this is one of those few guys that you can't really sneak up on him. You just have to take it. There are some that, you know, you're just forced to freaking take it, and that would be one. Alright, got some beans and some water. Let's go ahead and hit on some of them beans, I guess. Alright, so this next room then is going to be a toxic spitter and an exploder. Now, if I try and hit the exploder first with a sneak attack, the toxic spitter is going to notice me, and then the exploder is going to notice me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit this toxic spitter first. He's got 100 hit points, but there's some sort of damage reduction going on in this security protocol as well, so I will use this heavy weapon. Bam, bam. And I'm going to run away. So the exploder got one hit off on me, but other than that, we managed to do pretty well there. We'll drop back up to, or we'll head back up to floor 2. We'll go and hit that floater bloater one more time here, and that should bring him then down to 15 hit points, which means one more hit should take him out. So again, I should only get hit once here. I can run a little bit, but I don't want to get too close standing up, walking normally, because oftentimes when you hit them the first time, after you hit them the first time, they're a little more aware of your presence. So if I was to come running down this hall, he might notice me by the time I get here even, and then he'll start to aggro onto me, and as soon as he does that, now I can't sneak attack, and so it's kind of a wasted elevator trip. So we're going to go ahead and go 1, bam, bam. Alright. Takes care of him. I'm not going to do any rooms yet. I want to clear my way through the ring of hallways first. And that's going to allow me to access both ends of this floor, and just makes it easier to get around. 1, 2... Now, this time I'm going to switch over to a light attack, and I'm going to have to eat some carrots here. I got some messages coming in. Oh, they saw me right away. I forgot to put them auto, thank you. Alright. In my attempt not to use the med packs, kind of screwed myself on the whole health situation. Oh, you could put them there. Alright. Now, unfortunately, here, this is another one of those brawling corners. It seems as though once I hit one of these floater bloaters, it doesn't matter if I go through that little set of rooms off to the side, they always know I'm coming. And so, it's not really possible to go ahead and get that next set of sneak attacks in. So what I'll try and do is I'll try and play Ring Around the Rosie here, and what I want to do is create a bit of space between the two, like that. I wasted it. what I want to do is be able to hit them and only get a return hit from one of them. I don't want to get hit by both of them just because I went in there. So this is a little annoying. But again, I'm all about trying to save that equipment. Alright, now if I tuck myself right in here, that should give me a second to, let's use carrots. They like conjoined twins, man. I need a surgeon to separate these two. Come on. Give me some space. Thank you. Ah, you little turd. Now, it's really easy to try and, get all excited about taking one of them down now, because he's down to that last hit, but that really puts you in a dangerous position. So, I try and avoid getting too anxious about that. There we go. Alright, well that was a little more drawn out than it should have been, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and take him out. We'll go ahead and take down this turret over here. And get our first... No, we won't get our first strikes. Because our saw blade mace is now toast. I like to crouch, it just allows me to control my speed moving in towards this turret. I don't want to get there too quickly. No turret parts? What? Alright. We're gonna go ahead and hit the first floor. We're gonna go ahead and re-equip. We'll drop some stuff off, and then we'll dive back in. We'll go ahead and start up on that third floor though this time, because we want to try and keep a little bit of balance between the two floors. Because it's, you know, it kind of sucks when you have to ride the elevator and there's nothing to do on the other side. So we'll go ahead and do that really quick. We'll go ahead and dig up some munchies while we're at it. I was sure I had another stack of bandages around, which is why I was so freely using them, but I don't remember where I put them now. Which is rather disconcerting. Alright. Well, we're just gonna have to be a lot more careful. That should be good. See what I mean about the movement speed, though. Definitely seems as though I'm moving faster, even though I'm carrying a heavy weapon. So that means I might be able to just keep the meds in my secondary slot there, so that I can always have backup with the meds there, instead of having that second weapon to run faster. So that ought to be nice. We're just going to sneak in, hit him one time. Bam. 239 from 300 means that that was 61. So 60 to 3 would be 5. So we should be able to take him down without him having a chance to explode, actually. But only time will tell. Here's where it becomes time consuming, though. So, let's go ahead and use one of these so we don't have to worry about it for a while. So basically what's going to happen now is I'm going to run into a series of these larger style zombies, and I'm just going to be running back and forth from one floor to the next, doing one tap, run away, one tap, run away, one tap, run away, and slowly working my way through their hit points without brawling them face to face. So the time consuming part is going back and forth to the elevator and going through the loading screens, stuff like that. Which is why I like to do the hallways first, because at least that way I have quicker access through the floor, and on my way to the elevator. We're gonna go ahead and sneak up on this one here. Bam. Ooh. Yeah, maybe we do still move a little faster with the machete. And now I'm going to use this area here to play Ring Around the Rosie, because it's going to give me a little bit of space between me and that toxic abomination. Or even worse, yes, Exploder. Basically, I don't want to engage that enemy. I just want to take out the spitter here and give myself enough room to make it through that slow hallway without getting beat on too much, and be on my merry way. Whoa, don't get stuck on nothing. Come on now. Alright, one more hit on this spitter here, and then we'll finish another ring to make space from the exploder there, and then make our way over to the elevator. Yeah, this trick right here is pretty cool. So basically you can go ahead and tuck into this little corner here, and the zombies just have no idea where you are. Interesting little nuance in the game, something you might be able to find a way to exploit if you so desire. I'll leave that up to you guys to play around with and see what you can figure out, because that's really the way that we learn these things, is we just play around with the little things that we notice and see what happens. Let's go ahead and drop down to floor 3 here, where we're still working our way through an exploder. Now with this guy, you definitely do have to stay tight against this wall over here, or you will be noticed. Just a little something to take note of there, for future reference. 178. Yeah, I don't remember what the number is that that exploder triggers at. If it's 50, we should be good, I think. So, we'll find out. Now you'll notice there are sections of the floor here in the bunker that have different flooring types, different markers, different markings. I've noticed that a lot of the time these have to do with places where you will want to be sneaking. Just another little interesting nuance that I've taken note of as playing the game. Like different areas that you're sneaking up on zombies, you'll actually find that you can use those lines on the floor as little markers as to how far you can get, standing up before you have to start crouching and sneaking. So I'll point out a couple of them as we come across them, ones that I know that I've noticed, the ones that I've noticed right off the bat, and ones that I've noted further on down the way, like that one. So, I'll keep you posted as we come across them. For those of you that are finding that you're watching yourself, or finding yourself watching a little deeper into this video because, something got sticky, something got tricky, it's cool, it happens. I mean, that's what I'm doing this for, is to try and show you how to get through those sticky little situations. Because we all got to learn somewhere, and why should I not make your life a little bit easier this way? So I'm going to go ahead and start crouching right around here at this doorway, just to make sure that no one notices me sneaking up. Again, tight against the wall. Sorry, it's been bugging me for a couple of cycles. I wanted to reply to him, and I keep forgetting to do so. Just to let him know I'm not being rude. By the way, our clan is getting fairly active. We're up to 4 branches, with 2 more on their way. Server's up to about 100 members, and growing, but which I took us out of the spotlight. I want to give us a chance to sort of organize ourselves a bit better than we are before the next wave comes in. So, but you're always more than welcome. Just find us on Discord. You can, of course, search Discord for me, Tribal Links, and we can get you in there. Other than that, we might start throwing the Discord link down in the comments below, maybe I can start doing that on this video. So take a look at that. If you're interested, we'll do some Last Day on Earth. We got a huge community of Last Day on Earth. We also got some sections on War Robots. We got some sections on Prey Day, Survival. We've got, some real life little video clips and stuff like that. So, it's kind of an interesting place and a huge community that just keeps growing. So anytime, you got some questions or whatnot, and you're looking for a place to ask a question, you're more than welcome to come ask our clan, because we are always happy to help. That's what we're here for. We're here to help. Now I know I should start to save these heavy weapons carcasses. Ah, you saw me. How dare you saw me? Alright. I should be saving up some of these heavy weapons carcasses for weapons mods. But until I find the mods that I want for these, not too worried about it, because I use them for the bunker. And if I'm going to be doing the bunker on a regular basis like I should be, then I should have lots of them on hand. Now hopefully that's not a sign of the times, because that exploder aggroed onto me. Oh, ain't doing no sneaking around when I'm stinky. Oh, that's what it is. All sort of thing going on here. You wanna eat? What the? Oh my goodness, eat the freaking carrots. Oh my goodness, eat the freaking carrot. I'm starving to death, but my need to pee takes precedent. Oh, so frustrating. Of all the ways to die doing hard mode in the bunker, I die of starvation because I had to pee first. I'll be right back. Alright, and with that we are back. We got a little boost. We should be able to have a little better chance of finding some, are you kidding me? I just watched an advertisement for nothing? Whatever. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull out the chopper and, go back to work here. Unbelievable. Well, at least now we don't have to worry about taking a shower. Because, when you come back from the dead, you're instantly cleaned. I guess the whole embalming process and stuff is a very clean process, and so once you've died and come back to life, now you're like super clean again. So that's cool. Should have grabbed some more bandages while I was at home, but c'est la vie. Alright. Come on, thank you. Alright. I'm tempted to pull out that Uzi as well. We'll see how things go. I want to save it, but I'm also tempted to try it out. Alright, so anytime I do take a break from cycling back and forth between the floors, I always try and go back to floor 3 because it does take a little bit longer to clear floor 3, and so it just kind of balances the two out. So you kind of complete the two at approximately the same time. But now that we're not stinky, we should be able to go ahead and sneak up on this exploder again. 56. So yeah, I've been using the hammer, and if I do this without having any extra swings in there anywhere, I should be able to drop him without him having a chance to explode, thereby avoiding parasites, thereby avoiding instantaneous death, and also avoiding use of pistol. Because we're really, like, that's one of the major things, is I want to avoid using firearms while doing this, because firearms are kind of, you know, I can't craft those. I can't go out and grind a zone to get the resources to make firearms. I have to find them. So I try not to use them more than I absolutely need to. But really, I mean, you can see just how easy this actually is. You know, again, it's a bit time consuming, granted, but You know, if for me to have only died because I couldn't eat while needing to pee, I mean, like, it's pretty good. Boink. And things will go faster once I open the other end of this hall. Keeping tight against the wall. And boink. There you go. Didn't even have a chance. Go ahead and take out this turret here. See if maybe it'll drop me some pots. Because I am definitely interested in continuing to upgrade my turrets. I do have... Oh, come on, man. I do have... You're okay, my love. My love. You're okay. It's okay. I'm talking to me. It's not you. You're okay. Poor dog thinks I'm upset with her. If I want to come back through later, I can. I have one level 2 turret so far. I've got a couple that are almost ready to level up to 2. But I'm always down for some more. Excuse me, turret pots. Let's go ahead and eat up a carrot. And I don't even want to mess with that frenzied giant right now. The frenzied giants in hard mode are scary. Scary, scary creatures. And so I'll show you that in a minute. But let's go ahead and do this. Alright. Now, what I want to do is I want to pull out a pistol and an assault rifle. Okay. And then what I want to do is I want to bring the frenzied giant down to a certain point with the pistol and then finish him with the assault rifle. And it's always a heart in the throat kind of situation. And you just gotta go with it. Whoa, why am I so... Whew. Alright. Always a heart and throat situation. Always. Alright, so let's keep moving now. We've cleared a way here. Again, I'm just going to do the hallways first. We can come back and do the rooms later. There'll be a little bit more brawling and a little less methodical like this. But you can still do a good portion of a lot of these rooms without having to fight the entire horde that's inside of them. So, we're always looking for a way to do this sort of thing. Now, if I sneak up on this toxic spitter and one-hit him, I should be able to get away with it. But, of course, this is hard mode, and zombies here in hard mode have some damage resistance going on. And so that one hit turns into a 3-hit. And I should have switched weapons to finish the guy instead of using the durability of this heavy weapon. But, hey, I don't always make the right decision on the fly. $1:30 in the morning. Oh, Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's right. It is officially Christmas Day. And there you go. So we've opened up the ring for floor 2. We now have the ability to make our way all the way around. And so we can start working on clearing it from this direction. Starting with this exploder. And now this one has exploded. Watch for parasites. Again, they will kill you instantly. You do not want to be messing with them. Okay, so yeah, we've gotten rid of him. Doing pretty good here. We're doing pretty good here. Okay, that's cool. I think I needed a smoke break right about now anyway. We will go ahead and grab those bandages this time around. I might have left 1 or 2 pipes behind. I'll pick those up as well. What? I don't know. I don't remember where I put them. Alright, so we will be back in a moment to continue this process. We're just going to take a break for some travel time. And we'll be right back. and we're back. Now, where did we leave our body again? I think it was on floor 2, right in front of the elevator. Convenient location, as long as we don't get attacked as we try and get it. Which is, we've reached another one of those little corners that, you've really got no choice but to just chew through it. Unfortunately, I was not quite fast enough with that. Alright, good. I just wasn't fast enough with that health pack, so we'll try it again here. And I can organize myself in a moment. Whew. That frenzy giant was just getting way too close there. See, in normal mode, I should be able to clear out that whole horde with enough time to still pull out a pistol and take down the frenzy giant. But in hard mode, you've got that damage reduction thing going on again, and so all of a sudden that horde of fast biter takes twice as long as you expected, and you realize your armor is toast. So, we shouldn't need our armor for this piece. Yeah, I seem to be moving the same speed either way. And he saw me coming. Oh, joy. It's also things like this that make hard mode take so long to do. Let's go ahead and hit floor 2 again. We're not going to last very long because we're out of meds. Now, I'm a little rusty in my gameplay. It's been a while. I've been playing a lot of War Robots, so this is a little more difficult than I remember it being. I'm going to be honest. It's quite a bit more difficult than I remember it being. But, you know, that being said, we're still... Oh, I've got no armor on. What am I doing? We're still managing to make it through without using too much firearms, at least, which is good. It's, you know, that's one of the key factors for why I do this. It's because I want to save the firearms as much as I can. But yeah, it's costing me a lot more meds and quite a bit more armor than I remember it taking. So, yeah, it's kind of a little disappointing there. And, you know, given the time and, stuff like that, I think I'm gonna put this on hold for now. We'll come back and we'll finish this off, and you know, we'll bring you by the end of this all. We'll have a full walkthrough for you. But for now, I think I'm gonna call it. It's been a slice. It's been quite a slice, and you know, hopefully it does help you though, in your walkthroughs of the Bunker Alpha, and you know, getting them floppy disks, because floppy disks are definitely a good way of scoring high on loot. And you know, anything that makes that a little easier to attain is, you know, that much better. So, for now, good night, all. Merry Christmas. Sai Qian. This is Tribal Links, and we're signing off.